absolute pandemonium in Paris when these characters, you probably know them as the runaway Netflix hit Squid Game, inspired a crowd to lose their minds. We're going to watch the brawl that happened at this Squid Game pop-up shop in Paris, France in just a moment. And I'm going to take you inside the pop-up shop so you could see all the cool stuff you would have seen if you were, I don't know, in a brawl like this. So let's take you to the streets of Paris as they lined up by the hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of people because they were huge fans of the new Netflix show. And it got heated. Tensions were high. Watch this. You can feel it building. These guys right here. Now, you can already feel the tension just going through the crowd here, but this is the moment of explosion. Insanity. Good God. This is what happens when you have so many people trying to get into such a small space, and the Squid Game pop-up shop was not exactly what they probably hoped it would be. Now, I'm going to take you inside the Squid Game pop-up shop in just a moment. This is the thing you missed out on in Paris, but it may be coming to a city near you. However, very quickly, a violent street fight erupted in Paris on Sunday as fans of the gruesome Netflix horror series Squid Game queued for hours to get into a pop-up store dedicated to the show. In shocking scenes, fans started to brawl in the street after a 700-foot line formed to get into the Squid Game store, triggering a fight. Footage shared online shows several Parisians locked in a heated fistfight near the pop-up store. This was on October 3rd. And we already knew this was going to be happening. They were going to be opening this pop-up store where fans could play the games. Let me know in the comments, would you like to do that if this pop-up shop made its way near you? Are you watching Squid Game, or are you completely detached from this phenomenon? If you haven't watched it yet, something tells me you might watch it pretty soon. But the pop-up shop is going to allow families and friends and everybody alike to play the games. And it says, Squid Game pop-up experiences are starting to appear in cities all over the world. This one was in Paris, and now it's going to make its way around. In fact, it all started with this post from Netflix France, and they showed off these snacks, these treats that are featured prominently in Squid Game as part of one of the games. They showed some of the outdoor stuff. This is the interior of this pop-up shop. We're going to go inside with video in just a second. If you've seen the series, you know this is part of one of the games as well. Now, this is the line before things started to go crazy. In the rain, people were lined up just dealing with the elements as they tried to get inside this pop-up shop. Look at all these people. I mean, that's a big line. All for Squid Game. These folks lined up down the road, and the Netflix series has drawn in very short time a huge crowd. Look at these aerials. Thousands of people visited the store, all to play some of the games on the show. Don't worry, I'm going away from this so I can give you a tour of the inside of this pop-up shop. This is somebody who did a walkthrough. This is what the outside looks like. They even had some of the actual characters from Squid Game as guards. These characters right here, there was people dressed up like this as guards outside of the pop-up shop. But here's what you actually care about. What was it like inside? Let's go on a tour of this.
Squid Game. Oh my God, monsieur. Tu vas tout mourir. Bonjour, monsieur. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
What are the cards? That's from the show. I mean, that looks kind of fun. Now, if you don't recognize it, this is all part of the show, Squid Game, including the slapping, which occurs in one of the episodes.
Franchement, il a l'air grave gentil. Pourquoi on est à la crèche? Oh my God, I'm scared. Ah! C'est quoi ça? Je reconnais. J'ai pas de parapluie. C'est à moi. Ah, bien fait, tu voulais voler, hein? Regarde, t'as quoi?
Very cool.
Moi, j'ai quoi? Oh, j'ai le triangle. Ah, la chance. Sabotage.
Well, you're dead. Oh, not good. So there you go. This is inside this pop-up shop. It's a real-life experience from Netflix to promote Squid Game. Little did they know that it would break out into this absolutely enormous mob of a fight that ended up sort of bringing things down a little bit if you look at it from that perspective. What do you think? Again, are you watching Squid Game? Hit me up in the comments. Would you go to this despite the fact you might risk being in a gigantic mob fight? For some of you, and I think I might be included in this, totally worth it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you would go to this Squid Game pop-up if it came to a city near you. And I look forward to your comments as always. If you're new around here, well, hit that follow button at facebook.com/thenewsjunkie. Over on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Hit subscribe. I appreciate you watching this video as always, and we'll talk to you again real soon.